All right, y'all, we're going to diagnose this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. Now, BLCS is when the unique CTR all, so Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. So that means fewer than six, so less than 6 out of 100 women are clicking anywhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad. That means less out of six, so our ad is entered fewer than 6 out of 100 women's brains, which means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are able, have a non-zero chance of buying from us. So we gotta get this number as high as possible, because anytime we're not achieving that, then we need to get as high as possible above 6%, because if not, we're wasting money on those impressions. So we actually the under 6%, 6% is the lowest. Under 6%, we got a big problem. Every Boudoir Facebook ad can be above 6% unique CTRL. That's because unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. It's actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the three pre-click mistakes, 3 PCM. More about those at the end. We also know that Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low click advertiser, a BLCA. So BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, Boudoir Pico. So we got the solution here. Treatment takes about a week. We know this works because we invented it and we've done it a bunch. And it's pretty simple. We duplicate the original ad. We leave the original ad alone. We treat Boudoir Pico on the duplicated ad. We run them both in parallel and we keep whichever one running, has the highest metrics after the Boudoir Pico treatment period is over. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated ad has the higher metrics at the end. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So pre-click alignment, PCA, it activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. AKA, we got our unique CTRL above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So it's our full universe here. Got a BLCA with BLCS caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Solution Boudoir Pico takes about a week. We achieve PCA pre-click alignment, and we become dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Now, from my residency, found some Boudoir Facebook ads, brought them back to the hospital, tested them, saw that they had a unique CTRL of 4.3%. Well, the first one, unique CTRL of 4.3%. Okay, that's unique CTRL under 6%, which means BLCS is present. Therefore, we do have Boudoir low click syndrome here. But that's fine. We got the treatment, can treat it with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week. And we got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So we found out we were wasting 37% of ad spend. And as a result, we actually, as a result, we found out the original was wasting 37% of ad spend, which means if they're spending, 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then we actually, then we actually need to, they now only need to spend $6,300 a month with the Boudoir Pico treated ad and get that ad into the same number of women's brains. So at $3,700 a month, that difference no longer needs to be spent. The Boudoir photographer can pocket that money, keep it in their bank account, and never actually, it's kind of like a phantom bonus every single month because we are more optimized. And at the end of 12 months, that's like a 40K, 40K result for no extra effort, simply being more optimized. All right, second one I got in, tested it, had a unique CTRL of 1.39%. So we know that BLCS is present, unique CTRL under 6%, Boudoir low click syndrome. Now we got the solution tree with Boudoir Pico. Takes about a week. Got the unique CTR up to 9.13%. So found that the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of its ad spend. And as a result, we're actually, the original Boudoir Facebook ad, if they're spending 10 grand a month on that, they now only need to spend 1.6K a month on the Boudoir Pico Treat ad to get into the same number of women's brains. So the 8,400 bucks a month they no longer need to spend. They can pocket it. It's kind of like a phantom, Boudoir Pico bonus every single month. That's like a 100K bonus at the end of the year, just because they didn't have to waste that ad spend and give it to Zuck, the Zuck. All right, now finally, another patient come through his Boudoir Facebook ad at 5.03% unique CTRL. So BLCS is present. Unique CTRL under 6%, Boudoir low click syndrome. But we got the treatment for it, Boudoir Pico. So we treated it with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week. Got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we found out he was wasting, this original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of his ad spend. So now he only needs to, if you're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, he literally only needs to spend 3,300 bucks a month on the new Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. And as a result, 37 or he can pocket that 6,700 bucks a month after pocket that 6,700 bucks a month and not actually spend it, kind of as a Boudoir Pico bonus, where he doesn't have to do any effort. Just keeps that money. That's like 80 grand at the end of 12 months at the end of the year. So the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. And I mean, just looking at these numbers here, wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. I mean, take the averages. The average is somewhere between 50 to 60%. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, on average, 5K every single month's being wasted. Now, literally, we could just put back in the Boudoir photographer's pocket every single month because they don't have to spend it, because now we know 100% of that was being wasted before. So now they can keep that, have a bonus at the end of the year of approximately like 60K bonus profit, not having to do any extra work. So now we're gonna diagnose this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if we believe it has a, see if we believe it has has BLCS or not. So first thing we're looking at, we got below creative cluster down here. The below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we believe that we're trusting that what Facebook tells us we should fill out when setting up our ad is actually the best thing for us to fill out. But no, that's a mistake. It's the worst thing to do for us. It's the best thing for us to do for Facebook. Because the consequences of us doing this are we get way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad, pulls our unique CTRL under 6%, increases the probability we have BLCS, and Facebook, since more women scroll by our Facebook ads per unit time, Facebook's able to serve more ads per unit time, making more money per unit time while we waste more money per unit time. We never, ever want to follow anything Facebook recommends for us. It's recommended us because it's good for Facebook. Next, looking at the photo here, the creative. We got enter to win a Boudoir session. All right. Yep. So we got words. So mistake here. We got the looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we falsely believe that making our ad look like an ad is a smart play. and it's the number one way to bring in buyers. And the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is looking around all the other boudoir Facebook ads. We see out there everyone else looking like ads, their ads look like ads. And guess what? Every other boudoir Facebook ad I have seen the back end metrics for or tested myself 100% have had BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome, unique CTRL under 6%. It's because everyone's making the same mistakes as everyone else. Everyone. So, doing this mistake, we're causing more women to scroll by our boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, our um, increasing our probability of BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, we got the see more headline. First 2 3/4 lines Facebook mobile newsfeed before it gets cut off with ... See more. Women within 50 miles of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We know we have free boudoir experience at our Fond du Lac studio. All right, so we got literally one point of context here. So the mistake I'm seeing is the lack of context mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we falsely believe that we're providing enough context for the optimized amount of women, of the correct women to come through, click somewhere on our ad so our ad gets into their brain. And we're not doing that. We're not accomplishing that. So the consequence is we're going to have way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary. And as a result, we are actually going to, as a result, we're actually going to it's going to pull our unique CTRL under 6%, but yeah, under 6%, increase the probability we have BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome, and it's going to be wasting our buckaroos. So after looking at all these things, so I believe this boudoir Facebook ad has a unique CTRL under 6%, aka has BLCS, has boudoir low click syndrome. Yes, I do. I believe this, showing all the signs of boudoir low click syndrome. Now, if you are a BLCA with BLCS, a boudoir low click advertiser with boudoir low click syndrome, your boudoir Facebook ads have a unique CTRL under 6%, and you spend more than 10 grand a month on boudoir Facebook ads, and you actually want, well, you've looked at the market, see it again, for boudoir photographers, seeing it get more and more saturated. Every time someone gets a new iPhone, they're throwing up a Google My Business profile, saying they do boudoir shoots now, or they get a new camera and they're posting the mom groups saying they do boudoir shoots now. So it's getting more and more saturated, and you're also seeing inflation going up, cost of living going up. So you've already decided, you've already put in work to optimize the other parts of your business, pull some profit out there, kind of same effort, more profit, or more profit, less effort, less inputs. So becoming more optimized, because you're seeing it's getting more competitive out there. You've decided you want to solve BLCS with Boudoir Pico because you want to achieve pre-click alignment and you want to become a dominant boudoir advertiser with Boudoir Brain Entry Boost because you need that to become the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM when when I'm open for new patient intake. I'm not open right now, so my DMs are closed. If you DM me, there's no way you can get in. There's no way you can work with me right now. If you want this outcome, you saw Boudoir Pico could save probably approximately, if you're spending 10K, approximately 5K a month, it can save you. Basically eliminate that wasted ad spend, help you eliminate that. And you just pocket that, you don't have to spend it. So 5K a month, kind of 60K a month bonus, or 60K after 12 months bonus. And so if you want that outcome, then yeah, DM me. And when I do open for new patient intake, DM me and we will see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.